Hi guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Esther. On this channel, I discuss health and well-being issues. I also do my best to help you on your self-development journey. It is also my earnest desire to raise awareness around mental health. So today we're going to be looking at reasons why people dish their goals and New Year resolution at this time of year. In fact, people dish it as if they never wrote it, as if it never existed. Oftentimes, as soon as the euphoria of the new year starts fading out, so the people allow their goals and their resolution to fade along with it. There are many reasons why this happens. One of them that is often underestimated is anxiety, the fear of starting, the fear of failure. Another reason that happens is because people set unrealistic goals. People tend to keep their focus on the big picture rather than on the little steps. Another reason that often happens is that people experience the slightest form of setback, and that is it. They kind of just draw backward. Another reason is the mindset, is the lack of structure, lack of habits, lack of a workable system towards achieving those goals and those resolutions. Another reason, often unsaid, is the confusion around what a New Year resolution is and what a goal is. Now, there are different life areas within which people often set their goals and resolution. The first of them is around money, around finance. Another one is around career and business. Relationship is around family. Another area is the socials, the fun part of life. Another area is around health, and the most common goal is often to lose weight and eat healthy. Another area is on personal development, which could either be around your mental health, emotional health, or around your spiritual growth. To make this video short, I am going to go straight into the tips that would help you get back on board with your New Year resolution and your goals. Now, the first thing you need to understand is the difference between a New Year resolution and a goal. Your goal cannot be a New Year resolution. However, your New Year resolutions are practices, cultures, behavior, habits that you can take on board to help you with your goal. A New Year resolution can exist on its own, but a goal cannot exist without resolutions. Now, when you get the bits and pieces of achieving your goal, whether intentionally or unintentionally, you'll be making resolutions towards achieving your goal. Your goals could be of the short term, and it could also be of the long term. Say, for instance, if my goal this year is to lose weight, my New Year resolution could be that I want to now cut down on my milk intake, or that I want to now eat more of plant protein rather than animal protein. Now, these are the New Year resolutions that I could take on board to achieve the bigger goal, which is to lose weight. Now, if your goal is around family, you could take on cultural practices, behavior, and habits to increase your family bond, assuming that is your goal. You could say that the New Year resolution I have is to have family dinner with my family at any cost. It could be that your New Year resolution is now to do house chores with your family, or to have family talk before bedtime. Now, that's a New Year resolution that is geared towards achieving the bigger goal of increasing the family bond, and so on. There are lots of examples as well. Now, understand its difference. With that, you know that whilst your goal is major, your New Year resolution are the simple things that you do daily to help you develop yourself or to help you achieve your goals. The next tip you can take on board is to break down your goals into simple, achievable bits. I understand the concept of dreaming big. I understand the concept of having a big goal. Otherwise, it's not worth it. But you must understand that for you to make headway with your goals, you need to make it simple and bring it closer to your own level. Assuming you're a 21-year-old student, you're already saying, this year I want to build a mansion. How would that be practical when you've not even started working, or when your finances is sort of limited? I understand anything can happen, but then when it comes to the nitty-gritty, when it comes to white and black, what can you genuinely achieve? Because something that is relatable to where you are in life. Often I hear religious people say, look, if your goal is not big, how would your big God fit in? I understand that, but you must also remember that even Jesus Christ, who is our Lord and Savior, had 30 years practicing carpentry. I would say that during those years, he was gaining strength for his ministry because he did travel a lot. He had those years from adulthood to the age of 30 to practice, to learn, to build himself, to self-develop to the point that he began to effect his ministry. Practical. The next tip is for you to set up goals that is measurable. Let's say, for instance, your bigger goal is to buy a house or build a house. All right, you're asking, when would you build this house? Where would you build this house? How would you build this house? By the time you're done answering this question, you'll be saying the house standard. The next tip here is to start. Anything you do is better than not doing anything at all. Now, the worst scenario is to push this dream aside, is to push this vision aside, is to just quash that resolution as if you've never written it. But if you can take the first step, the first simple step, then you're on your way to carrying through. Another tip here is mindset reset. What exactly is it that you are afraid of? You've got to deal with your fears. And then again, you've got to be gracious with failure. Failure in itself is not a bad thing. Failure is one way to learn how not to do something again, or one way to learn how to be better at a thing. Now, when you're gracious with failure, you're able to bounce back as soon as you face your first setback. The next tip here is for you to always give yourself that consistent pep talk. Now, you've got to be honest with yourself. Come on now. The person that can motivate you most effectively is yourself. You can watch this video 10 times and nothing will happen. So you need to give yourself that pep talk. One way to give yourself that honest pep talk is to have a vision board, or what I often do, I call it a vision chart. A vision chart is where you write your goals and mark it towards a time frame. Keeping your vision board visible is also very important. You don't write your plan and your goals and keep it under your bed where you would see it, or keep it in a bag that you hardly use, or put it in a briefcase that you would never open. No, you need to write it and paste it where you would always see it, that your mind's eye is constantly seeing it. When you break your goals into bits, you want to give it time as well. You want to say, at this particular time, I need to have achieved this. And don't take it so far. For instance, don't say, at the end of this year, I want to have lost 5 kg. I mean, the year is just starting and you've got 11 more months to go. You might just be like a desticle about it and wait for October to then start off losing 5 kg. Whereas you could say, at the end of every month, I want to be able to lose 1 kg, and get practical with how you can achieve that 1 kg within a month. Now, one of the big goals I often see people set around their health goals is to say that they would now begin to exercise every day just before they go to bed. Bear in mind their status. So you won't be able to do that. Come on, you could only try that for a week and then your body begins to ache. And I say, you know what? It is not for me. After all, I have a year in front of me to be able to achieve this goal. But when you say that you are going to exercise twice a week or thrice a week, starting with 30 minutes a week, then you are most likely going to achieve your weight loss goal. Now, I've got a lot of fitness videos. There is a link here for those who are busy. There is a 30 minutes workout video. Here's the link as well. It's also beginner friendly. And then earlier on, I had mentioned life areas within which people set their life goals around. Now, it is okay for you to have goals around each of these life areas. It is also perfectly fine to have a goal around one life area. Now, you can finish with one within a specific time and then move to the next one. If you want to achieve a goal for all of these life areas at once, you might find that really overwhelming. But starting with one life area to another, then you will be able to achieve something before the end of the year. Another thing you can do is to incorporate one of your goals within one life area to another. Now, the goals you have around health can very well be matched with the goals you have around self-development. So you want to look at the ones that are complementing of one another and then create just one goal for these relatable life areas. The idea is not for you to be overwhelmed. The idea is for you to take life step by step. And don't forget, each of these life areas is what creates a good life. Each of these life areas is what comes together to give you a beautiful, holistic life. Another tip you can take on board is to always have a time to reflect. create a specific time within the month or within the week or every fortnight to reflect on your goals and your resolution. That way you are constantly reminded of what your resolution and your goals are. Now, a quick recap. Do not forget that New Year resolution are simple steps, simple practical habits, simple practical culture, tradition that you do daily to either help you with your self-development and help you towards achieving your short-term and long-term goal. There is another video that I have done highlighting 3 simple tips that can help you achieve your goals and your New Year resolutions in the year in spite of. It is a less than 1 minute video and I know that it's going to be helpful to you. I am also going to put it in the description box below. So if you know of any other reason why people do not achieve their goals within the year, I would like to read from you. Put that in the comment section below. And if you have suggestions as to how people can achieve their goals and resolution, please also put it down in the comment section. And don't forget, don't be hard on yourself. There's more to life. If it doesn't happen this year, it can happen another time. So there's no pressure. Take it easy, but keep at it. Keep doing something one at a time. You will definitely achieve your goal. And if this video has been of help to you, one way to show your friends that you care for them and that you include them in your New Year resolution is to share this video with them so that they can also achieve their goals and resolution. Thank you for coming this far. And as usual, is all love from me to you. Do have a beautiful day. I know that the... What's making noise? All right. Sorry about that. So, yeah, what I want to share